Hmm. Oh boy. All right. So we're gonna go a little bit longer, guys. I apologize for the technical difficulties. I had to restart this whole thing. Technical difficulties. I didn't want to end it right there. I was gonna end it. Um, I was gonna end the stream in a couple more minutes, and then I ended up that's just messed up. Uh, so like I said, guys, we were doing a tribute to Kevin Conroy, and the stream just busted up and ended. So if there are people that's gonna come in, back in, I'm gonna be on for a little bit longer. If you want to come in, that's fine. Feel free to join and continue our conversation about Kevin Conroy and our favorite episodes and things like that. But once again, like I said, I am binging the animated series, Batman the animated series. I'm binge watching it right now. Well, not binge watching. I've been watching it for the past 2 days. Uh, the whole concept was supposed to come. I was supposed to. The goal was to go a little bit longer, and then technical difficulties happened, and then my stream shut down, went black, and then I was just like, oh crap. So yeah, if anybody comes back in, welcome back in. I'll answer the questions or comments of people talking about episodes of uh, their favorite episodes of Batman the animated series, favorite moments of Kevin Conroy's. I'm here to talk and keep it up. It is. We're gonna keep going a little longer, maybe 30 more minutes, and I'll end this after there. But in the meantime, if there are any people coming in, feel free to let's talk more about Kevin Conroy because that's what this is all about. A tribute to him. I see Warhawk is here. There's no problem. I saw the comments, Warhawk, and I thought you'd have been back. I apologize for that. I saw you had wrote there. It was technical difficulties, guys. The screen just went black, and I had to literally restart a new stream. So this is definitely that kind of pissed me off. I hate when I have to do that. But yeah. So yeah, let's keep it going. And right now we have Killer Croc now is with the rest of the circus folks. You have a kid who has like flipper hands, like a seal, and another we got two sets of Siamese twins, conjoined twins. They're together. A hunchback, and we have a big. I guess he's like supposed to have a. He's supposed to be a giant that has giantism, but he's super strong. He's called Goliath, and Batman is trying to tell them about Croc that he's a killer. He's not what you think he is, and he keeps pushing Batman against the. And now he's telling Bruce, he's telling them like, yeah, we got to kill Batman. It's a good episode. This is a really good episode too. It's called Free Sideshow, and now Croc's got a. See, I like old school Croc's look more than New Adventures Croc look. Here, he looked like a human. Because the thing about Croc is he's not. He's still human. He just looks the way because he has a skin condition, and he has a real. That's a real condition where you have like scale like skin. Um, but he just looks like he just he's kind of a mutate in a sense. He's kind of a mutant. He looks he looks he's actually he's still human, but then they started making him look more reptilian, like he and I didn't like that. I was just like, Croc has just a condition, You know, a lot of people don't know Croc's real name. His real name is Weldon Jones. So there's also the episode Legend of the Dark Knight. Legend of the Dark Knight is where they have the different ages of Batman. That's the one where Michael Ironside was uh, the Dark Knight Batman. They did the whole Adam West Batman. Hold it, chum. All that stuff. That was good. Girls Night Out. That's the episode where it's Batgirl, Supergirl versus Harley, Ivy, and Livewire. That was a good episode, I believe. Happy holidays and be safe. Yes, thank you. Thanksgiving is almost right around the corner, so everybody have a happy Thanksgiving as well. I remember getting home from school and watching Batman animated series and having great afternoons watching DC animated universe. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Kevin Conroy was the closest we got to hearing a difference in alter ego versus hero since Superman radio show. We're talking about his Batman, but his Bruce Wayne. No, I talked about his Batman. I talked about his Bruce Wayne. His Bruce Wayne was great. He That's why I said he mimicked the difference in tone of Bruce Wayne. Like no live action Batman has done that. Not even Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, for God's sakes, no. Um, Even Christian Bale, he tried with and failed, especially with the deeper voice. Like every of Bale's Batman's just got worse. It just got worse, 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 worse. Like to the point where he's Batman, you're just like, what did he say? And then, and then of course, look at what they did with Ben Affleck when he came on as Batman. He had a voice modulator to kind of mimic the deeper voice, which was smart, but still, no actor has done what Kevin Conroy has done, distinguishing the difference. Good stuff. That's why I said I have a memory of Batman singing. Kevin Conroy, because yes, he could sing. Kevin Conroy could sing. He could sing. He was. I remember that. Maybe Joker or could sing or laugh, and it was creepy. The laughter was funny because there was an episode I remember in the original series where Joker was blackmailing this average Joe guy because I think his name was Collins, and he was having a bad day, and he saw the Joker. He came in and he started cursing out the guy. Now he's like, "Yeah, you clown." He's like, "I'm talking to you, buddy. You cut me off, and you." And then when he saw who was and the Joker was there, and he's like, he's like, "That was the Joker. I just cursed out the Joker." And then Joker kept following him, and then of course he told Joker, he's like, "Okay, but you're gonna have to do me a favor." So he kept he Joker kept stalking him, and finally, and that was the episode where he finally scared Joker enough that Batman laughed, and he did have a creepy laugh. He's like, and then there was another episode where Harley kidnapped Batman and had him, and he started laughing, and then she's like, "I don't think I ever heard you laugh. It's kind of creepy. Stop it!" And it was pretty funny. So I know those episodes. Those were funny. Those were funny episodes. That was a good episode. Um, I was just being myself. Will Miser. I remember loving the Batman Superman movie. The moment when Batman and Superman were met was so cool. I could still quote it. The whole movie was crazy. I mean, the animated movie. Yeah, it's good. It's called. It was called. It was called The World's Finest. And I still think it's funny just seeing Bruce flip Clark, and Clark's look when he got flipped was hilarious. It was so funny. It's like the look of like this dude actually flipped me. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'm gonna keep repeating it. It's a tribute to Kevin Conroy. I'm binging all the seasons of Batman. For everybody who don't think I'm actually doing that, yes, I have all the animated series on DVD box sets. I have not gotten it in Blu-ray yet. I will, but as you can see, here's all the seasons. Here's season 1. This is season 2. If you can see that, sorry, season 2. Right now, I'm on season 3. Right now, and this is season 4. The season where it finally started to match the same animation of the Superman animated series. So yeah, and I do have Batman Beyond. I sent a box right now. Uh, I have all of Batman Beyond series, and I do have the Justice League series. And speaking of the Justice League, Kevin Miss Conroy did great as Batman on that. One of my favorite is where he basically it happened during the Thanagarian invasion, and that was when they were like, "We got to go on incognito." We gotta and oh yes, one of my favorite episodes. Uh, one of my favorite episodes is on right now, guys. Uh, it's called "A Bullet for Harvey," "A Bullet for Bullock," where basically Bullet's landlord tried to scare him out of scare him to leave his apartment. I find that funny. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, yeah, the whole concept of Kevin in Justice League, where I love that episode where he just calls out everybody's super identity. He's like Wally West, Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne. I loved it. It was so funny. It's just like you expect Clark to know everybody's identity. I thought that was hilarious. That's a moment. That was a serious moment. I love that episode. That still cracks me up to this day every time I see that. And then that was also where Diana saw Wally's hair for the first time. She's like, red hair. I would have never thought of that. And he's like, yeah. Jay, hey Jeremy, how you doing? Yo, Chris, been a minute. How's everything? How's it going with the chat? Chat's going good. Um, Everything is going well, Jay. Jay is doing good things uh on not Twitter, Twitch. There we go. Twitch and things like that. Uh but it's going good. It's all tribute to Kevin Conroy. We lost another great we lost. But yeah, it's fun right now. But I'm also in the background. I have Batman the animated series playing right now. Another one of my favorite episodes is on where actually Harvey actually comes to Batman for help because somebody's trying to kill him, and we find out later on it's called a bullet for Bullock, and we find out that it was just Harvey Bullock's landlord because they wanted him to leave. He's trying to get him to leave his apartment. That's hilarious. That's funny. Um, let's see what else we have here. Um, Am I blue? Yeah, yeah. That's it. There we go. So you believe the Arkham games are separate from the anime series, but with a lot of the same cast, I'll be honest, that was a selling point for me to play those games, being in the same world again. I understand a lot of people thinking that they're, but you could tell, like, a lot of that, you could tell that's its own entity. It's its own. It's in its own universe, and they even acknowledge it, like the Arkham universe compared to, because you could tell. You could just really think, it is. It's the. It's not the. It's not the animated, the DC animated universe. Um, Warhawk, remember the episode where Joker brainwashed some comedians? Yes. Um, I do remember that episode. That was where he didn't get the trophy, and so he was making other comedic actors lie. He brainwashed them. He took some from the Mad Hatter, and one of them, I guess, was supposed to be like a Roseanne like character. One of them, I forgot the name, but he became the Condiment King, which is funny, and the Pack Rat. And I thought it was great. I thought it was a really good episode. It was funny. It was funny, and he Joker was like, "Yeah, I'm the greatest comedy genius and everything." He's like, "It's not about," and then even Batman was like, "Joker, only you would do this." He's like, and he even said, "It's not about the win. It's about the title. I'm the greatest comedic." It was funny. That was a good episode. My favorite Batman is the episode Robin's Reckoning. We were just talking about that, Jay. Robin's Reckoning and the Zatanna episode. I just watched that episode. Zatanna debuted in season two. She was in season two, and that was when Bruce was learning under her father how to be an escape artist, and she was calling him John under there. And more importantly, this was still when they were not really saying Zatanna was using magic. It was trickery magic until she came back in Justice League. We realized, yeah, she's a magician. you know. Uh Another favorite episode I have. This is not from Mr. J. This is from another episode I love. Oh my God, Bullock, your roach infested apartment. Uh, that's nasty. When you can you imagine that you have so many roaches, they make it on the wall. It looked like somebody standing there on the wall. That's disgusting. Bull. The thing about Bullock in this was like he was a good cop, but he was just disgusting. It's just he had the most nastiest eating habits. He looked like a bum most of the time. It's just like, oh God. But yeah, going back to Zatanna, yeah, Zatanna's episodes were good until we finally did that. She knew real magic in Justice League. She wasn't just doing trickery magic. Will Miser, did you like Kevin Conroy's live action Batman in the CW Crisis? Crisis, a lot of people don't. I did. He was dark, maybe the darkest portrayal. Do you agree? I was going to bring up that. I was going to bring up when they did the Crisis episode, and we saw him as a very dark and disabled Batman. He couldn't even really walk anymore, like without that exosuit. Um, I think all of us were really excited to see him play Batman for real, like live action Batman. I thought it was cool. I didn't mind it. I understood but this was a Batman that was literally broken, like, so you can't really judge it from that point of view. I didn't mind, but uh, I prefer Kevin Conroy voicing Batman when he's not broken. But yeah, it was fine. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it at all. I thought it was interesting, indeed. Man, I could not stand his his smoker Batman. Are we talking about who we talking about, Jay? Are we talking about Christian Bale? Yeah, because I just could not I couldn't get past that. Oh my uh oh man, this little piggy was a great yeah, little piggy. That's when Diana got turned to a pig by Cersei's, who I feel will be the next villain in uh the next Wonder Woman movie. I think we're gonna see Cersei's, and I'll be happy because Cersei's is my favorite Wonder Woman villain. She's probably one of the few villains that really give Diana a run for her money. I also have Almost Got Him. That's a good. I was what that is from. I think yeah, season two. Season two again. Uh, yeah, there it is right here. There's the episode. Almost Got Him. That was a good episode. Uh, Chris, even though you're not a big Catwoman fan, did you like Catwoman in the animated series? Yeah, yeah, I did. They betrayed her more like Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, which was fine. Um, Disgusting. God damn it, Harvey. It's disgusting, Harvey. Like, look at this dude's apartment. Like the tiles on the wall are coming off. He's got garbage everywhere. It's like you can understand probably why his landlord tried to scare him out of his apartment. And look at him wolfing down on donuts. How is Harvey a detective? That's always my fun. How did he become a detective? Like, just that it's got to prove that Harvey Dent, or not Harvey Dent, Harvey Bullock was he had to be good at one point to become a detective. You start as a cop and then you work your way. You take the detective exam and things like. I have a family that's detective, so I know but, like you can't. The fact that his apartment is so dirty, his landlord did everything he could to try and scare him out of by pushing him off the subway tracks. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, all for rent control. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. But this episode was really different. Look at him, he all mad because his donuts on the floor. Fat, stupid. Yes, Renee Montoya. Yes, Renee Montoya. This she debuted in this series. Renee Montoya is actually my favorite question. I loved her as the question. Now she's the commissioner of Gotham PD. Now she's the commissioner. Congratulations to Renee. And right now she there's a comic series going on about her rebuilding Gotham PD from up. Because the one thing about Gotham PD, you know who you can trust. Like that police force was so corrupt. You can only imagine what Gordon had to deal with. How many of his men were on the take, off the take? It's crazy. That's why Bruce never trusts a lot of them. Bill takes big balls to cuss out the Joker, even when you don't know it's the Joker. Yeah, that is true. Like he didn't necessarily cuss him out because it's a kid show, but he was you could tell he's upset. But the Joker said, "If I had two sessions, now what are you gonna do to me?" And he's just like, look, I had a bad day. My boss didn't give me a promotion, and he's like, now listen, my rule, and let's not forget. Let's forget. We're talking about Kevin Conroy here, but let's remember, Mark Hamill did such an amazing job as the Joker. You know, even guys like Caesar Romero would be impressed by him. Does Spawn's power come from his suit? Not really. I mean, it is a part of him, but he's a health spawn, so he has necro powers. I'm also watching Jill and Justice. That's good. Hey Nathan, welcome back. I also have Justice League box sets. Yeah, I do plan to get them in on Blu-ray, but I have them. I've had those for a long time. Beware the Gray Ghost, another great episode. I was just talking about that too. That Warhawk was based off of some real story because remember who voiced the Gray Ghost? The late Adam West, another Batman. And if you ever watch like Adam West biography episode, he talked about how after Batman was canceled, he had a hard time finding work because that's all everybody ever saw him as was Batman. And then in that episode, he was looked out. That's all people saw him as the actor, and he would sell. I'm an actor. I need to work. I can do other parts. It was really good. I also have the box sets of Superman the animated series, Justice League, and Teen Titans. I love the relationship that Bruce and Diana had in Justice League. It's one of the only times I've been cool with two members of the Trinity having feelings for each other. Yeah, I didn't mind that. I thought it was different. I thought it was different, and I loved how Kevin and Sarah Eisenberg played off each other. In terms of you know why I remember the episode where they were on a stakeout and Diana sees a couple. I think they were going like to a movie or something, and they were going to like a movie, and Diana was like, "Wouldn't it be nice to be like one of them?" And he's like, "No." And then he basically said something like, "Look, I got too many enemies. If any of them found out that I have somebody I care about," and Diane just broke the, and it was great stuff. But yeah, Diana, I liked the relationship, and I really wish it did go somewhere because everybody said, "Oh, Diana and Superman work better together." I get it where they're coming from because of they're somewhat on the same power level, but I always like where there are different opposites of differences. Like for example, Marvel was pulling that when for a while, with Peter and Carol having feelings for Peter, Carol Danvers, and I was like, if you're not putting him with MJ, I like to see where this goes. They went on a date and everything. And she actually was liking Peter. I'm like, okay, like Peter could have a woman that she's not a damsel in distress. She could handle herself. You know, that was good stuff. I want to see this happen. Kyle Rayner hanging out with Luce and her friends. You mean Kyle hanging out with? That'd be interesting. Green Lantern hanging out with a young witch. It'd be kind of weird, though. Just think about that. Mike Knight Hero. Hey Chris, what's up? What's up, man? How you doing? I'm good. I'm good, Mike. I'm just we're doing a tribute, continuing a tribute to Kevin Conroy. I am watching Batman animated series. I'm on season 3 right now. I'm answering questions. We're talking about our favorite episodes that this man has been a contribute to as a character. We all will agree he's probably the greatest Batman. He's the definitive of Batman. If you read a Batman comic now, whose voice do you hear coming out of that character? His. We're talking about maybe our favorite other Batman actors who voiced the character. My second favorite Batman is Bruce Greenwood. I thought he did a great job. My third favorite Batman will probably be the actor who's voiced him as of late in all the Batman and Justice League movies. I'm forgetting his name. he has a really good voice. You know, when they did the Justice League movie, and you hear him speaking, and I love when Flash is like, when Green Lantern's like, Green Lantern's like, Flash, my boy, it's nice seeing you. And he's doing like this stupid handshake, and Flash is like, and he said, "Oh yeah," and Batman's over there, and Flash like, "Wait, Batman's real?" He's like, "Yeah, he's right over there." What? And he flies over there. And he's like, "It is an honor to meet you, Batman, Sir Batman, the Batman." And he's like, "Don't be fooled, Barry. He's a total tool." And Bruce basically says, "I followed your efforts in Central City, Flash. You do tight, efficient work." And Flash is like, and he says, "Barry, you got a little something hanging out of your mouth." But basically getting a compliment from Batman saying, like, "You do good work. I like your work. I followed your efforts in Central City, Flash. You tight and efficient work." I like that. I forget his name. Anybody remembers the Batman, the actor who does the Batman voice um, from those movies? Leave him in this because I can't remember it. But I like him as Batman too. But they still don't do. They're nothing over Kevin Conroy. Have you heard Kevin Conroy's 911 story? It was really goes to show what a good guy. Yeah, I did. He was like in a soup kitchen or something during the 9/11, and there was a guy who asked him, "So what do you do?" And he says, "Well, I do a lot of voice work." And the guy said, "I knew it. You're Batman." And then he told his buddies out there, and they was like, "You know who's in the back in the kitchen? Batman." And he said, "Prove it." And he said, "I am vengeance. I am the night." And they was just like, they were. That was a good story. I haven't heard that story. That was great. That was a good story. Not saying Kevin could ever be replaced, but I think if any Bat voice actor could pick up the torch, I think Bruce Greenwood doesn't fit yet. I wish he was used more. Yeah, Bruce. Okay, up here we go. Okay. Oh, sorry, Jay. All right, so here we got his landlord, Bullock's landlord, about to shoot him for rent control, and now and Brute Batman came and saved him. So remove the mask. Nivens, why don't you move? You and your late hours. You wanted my apartment? All this was for a rent control? I wanted you gone. You treat me like dirt. I'm not good. Okay, so before I get back to Jay's stuff, this is weird because the problem with the whole situation at the end of this episode is weird because the landlord saying you and your late hours. He's a cop. He's a detective. They work different hours. I think they work like 12-hour shifts or longer. So yeah, but yes, Bullet did treat his landlord like dirt. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some landlords, and I know this for a fact because I've dealt with some bad landlords. There's some landlords that I've had that were dirt. They tried to kick me out or try to have me and Malcolm move quicker than I told y'all the story about how we before I found this place, me and Malcolm found this place, we were trying to be nearly kicked out of our last apartment because but we stayed there for more than 3 months or 3 years, so we had 90 days to move. So yeah, I understand that, but it was just weird. That episode's funny, but it's the ending. The It's funny because it is about Bruce protecting Harvey Bullock from somebody trying to kill him, And then we find out the person that's trying to kill him is his landlord. That's where the twist comes in. It's funny. I find that funny. So back to what Jay was saying. Yes, Bruce Greenwood did a great job as Batman. I think the first time we heard Bruce Greenwood's voice was in uh, Under the Red Hood. I thought he was great in that, and that's one of my favorite Batman animated movies. Under the Red Hood, and then he continued to voice Batman in Young Justice, which he was great at. So yeah, I wouldn't have mind if he came back. For those who don't know who Bruce Greenwood is in person, up the trial, the episode I was talking about, the trial is here. Shouts out to Paul Dini and Bruce Tim. You know, did a lot of good things for this episode, for this series. Um, yeah, Bruce. For all those who don't know Bruce, if you ever seen I Am Robot, I Robot, the sci-fi Will Smith movie, good movie. I love that movie. The actor who was got choked out by the robot, not the scientist, the doctor, the other guy who that we saw later on. That's Bruce Greenwood. Or if you ever seen the movie, what's the name of that movie? I think it's based off a Stephen King novel where uh, a girl is they're having really kind of intimate, crazy sexual fantasy. She's tied up, and her boyfriend or husband dies, and she's still locked up and chained up, and things start happening to her. Like a dog comes in, and even this psycho killer who turns out to be, I believe, the actor who played Lurch, you know, in the original Adams Family movies. Yeah, the lover, and that's Bruce Greenwood. But yeah, Bruce Greenwood he was great. He's good. I love seeing Bruce Tim. Love. I would love to see Bruce Tim do Teen Titans. Yes, I would too. Who's more evil, Sephiroth or Belos? Uh, Probably Belos. All right, let's also remember Superman episode Nighttime. That was where Superman was being Batman. That was a good episode. Adam West. Yes, Adam West. Are you going to play the Suicide Kill the? Yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'll play it. It'll probably be on the main channel. Any games that are based off a comic or anime will be on the main channel if I've played. Yes. Um, it'll be a long. Like I said, people ask me did I play the latest Gotham Knights game. I haven't. I don't have a PS5, so I won't be able to play it anytime soon. Um, I've seen a little bit of it, but I haven't played it yet. Uh, Justice Doom felt like was the best we heard from Kevin Conroy for reasons can just yeah. Who should play Clown in the new Spawn movie? That depends, Quentin, if Clown will be in it. He could just be the Violator. His name is Jason Omar. Thank you, Caroline. Jason Omar. He does a good Batman voice. Not bad too. Jason Omar. Thank you, Bill. He does a pretty good Jason. I not bad. And I believe Jason Omar he has an Irish accent. He does a really good job of hiding it. I like that. Jason Omar is the new guy who has been. Thank you, Jay. All those guys. That guy had that's the best fucking Obi Wan yet. That's Obi Wan Kenobi reaction, laughing out loud. Yeah. Um, Kevin Conroy was the best man. I wish he got with Justice League cast members and worked with Rocksteady to make a Justice League game Jason definitely going. Jason's definitely going to miss the guy. Great voice. Like, yeah, he was definitely. I really wish. Yeah, he is going to be missed. Of all the people I've ever met, Kevin Conroy is easily one of my top favorites, with Sam Witter being close second. Honestly, the premise for Gotham Knights just feels so real now. Yeah, it does. It does kind of do feel kind of real now. I'm getting a Nintendo Switch for my birthday. My brother's on the 28th. Oh, okay. Happy birthday to your brother. Malcolm, my brother Malcolm, his birthday is next month. He'll be 29, uh, the December 2nd. And then after that, my is my dad's birthday. It's funny. Malcolm and I share something different with each of our parents. My mother and I, our mother and I share March as our birthday. Our father and I share they share December together. Malcolm and our dad's birthday is in December. Me and my mother is in March, so it's pretty funny. So yeah, he'll be 20. Malcolm and I are 12 years apart from each other. So yeah. Too bad we couldn't get a sequel to Justice League Doom. And watching the scenes of Batman revealed his identity in Justice League here and there. Yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been cool too. I mean, can you miss someone you actually never knew? Yes, you can. Because I'm like that with Robin Williams. I met Stan Lee, so but still, I'm like that now. I'm like that. I'm like that with Muhammad Ali. Never met Muhammad Ali. I would have loved to have met him. I'm like that. I wish I would have met Bruce Lee. Those are like two of my idols right there. And I do miss them. Robin Williams. You know how long it took me to finally sit down and watch a movie of Robin Williams, Caroline, after his death? It took me, I think, if I remember correct, it took me 4 years to finally sit down and watch a movie of his without crying, without just crying tears. That's how much his death affected me. Um, Musicians also, there are a lot of musicians that died, and when Michael Jackson died, that hurt. That hurt me. I was devastated when Michael died. I was like, what? Prince died. That hurt. It was like, what the fuck? It's just, yeah, so true. You can miss people. It just shows how much they meant to you, even if you never met them. The geek community will miss Kevin Conroy because he meant so much to us as a character. Like I said, when I think about Batman, when I'm reading Batman comics, I hear Kevin Conroy. When I'm reading Superman in comics, I hear Tim Daly. When it comes to Wolverine, who do you think I hear Wolverine voice of Wolverine? I don't hear Hugh Jackman. I don't hear Scott McNeil. I don't hear uh damn it. Shoot. The actor who voices I'm forgetting his name, who voiced Spike Spiegler in Cowboy Bebop, and all the other characters. I'm forgetting his name right now. No, I hear Cal Dodd. That's who I hear voicing Wolverine. That's the voice I hear. The actor who's coming back in X-Men '97, and I cannot wait to hear that voice again as Wolverine. With Spider-Man, it's harder because there are some good voice actors who voice Spider-Man. You know, I will always I will say Christopher Daniel Barnes did a good job as Spider-Man. Josh Keaton definitely comes to mind when I'm reading Spider-Man. Even even Neil Patrick Harris voice I hear as Spider-Man when I'm reading the Spider-Man comic. So it's tough with him, but there are certain characters it's not really tough with. You know, to me, even Wonder Woman. I don't hear, even though Wonder Woman is supposed to be more Greek or whatever you want to call it, but I don't hear like Gal Gadot's voice coming out of Wonder Woman when I'm reading her in comics. I still hear Susan Eisenberg, who has voiced her since the Justice League series. I don't hear, I don't hear. Look at what they did in the JSA movie, animated movie. They tried to give Wonder Woman more of a Greek tone. It didn't. It wasn't bad, but it was just, I understand why they did it, but it just didn't work. Um, Caroline, I feel that way when I hear that Taylor Hawkins passed away. Yeah, bro, that was a great picture of your family veterans. Bro, I would love to see your mom's jacket again. It looked so amazing. Oh, you're talking about the picture I did of Veterans Day? Yeah, those are just a few people in my family that has served. But those are three. That was my grandfather, my father's father when he was a young man. People say I look like him, and that was my dad, and then my mom, my mother also served. So three people in my family that served. But I have others. I have uncles that served. Maybe not army, but I come from a military family. A lot of people ask me, I'm surprised you or Malcolm never joined the military. For a while, my dad never wanted me to. He used to say that he's like, I don't you don't need to join. It was different for him. You know, and that's the thing. Sometimes you join the military. You want to you're doing it for the reasons. You don't do it for a reason. You just That's the problem. I think there's a lot of people. Yes, when you see the stuff on TV, like all the commercials, Marines or Navy do this, get job, all this stuff. Yeah, that is. But a lot of people forget just how much training is. It's like mental. It's up here. Yeah, my mom's jacket. I love that. I still have that jacket. It's in my closet right now. That's my mother's jacket. She had a jacket that has like all the flags on it. I need to get it cleaned though, but I won't give it away to anybody. I'm gonna feel that way with Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, Pat. Yeah, the thing about it is like even now, like these celebrities are not gonna live forever. None of them are immortal, and it is gonna be like I can tell you right now. I already feel bad as it is right now for Bruce Willis, like the illness that he's going through. Because I grew up with Bruce Willis, and to see what he's going through, I feel so bad. I know I'm going to feel the same way when I read it, and whenever it comes, and I'm talking to Bill when I hear legendary actor, action star, doesn't matter which one, but Arnold Schwarzenegger passed away. That's going to hurt so much because I grew up with that guy. Sly Stallone. Oh my God, that's gonna hurt. When I hear Jackie Chan, that's gonna hurt. Those deaths gonna hurt. And music, like even musicians now, like who was the latest musician that passed away? Um, well, he was kind of before my time, but he's the same guy that sung "Goodness Gracious, Great Balls of Fire." He just recently passed away. I'm forgetting his name, but and then you start reading the story about him, and you're just like, wait, what? Like, wait, hold up, time out. Stuff like that it is crazy. So it's not wrong or strange to feel for somebody you never met because imagine I don't want to say it, but hearing imagine Keanu Reeves passed away tomorrow. You don't think the world would be upset because that dude's just like really chill. He's so cool and so humbling. That would break my heart. That would break my heart hearing Keanu Reeves passed away. I miss Eddie Guerrero. There you go. You want to get wrestlers? I'll throw wrestlers out there. Yes, Eddie Guerrero's death hurt. That still hurts this day. Rowdy Piper hurts. A lot of the wrestlers I grew up with passing away hurts. Even though a lot of them, yes, came from a lot of them steroids and stuff like that, but it hurts. We like example. Yes, was the Ultimate Warrior the coolest dude? Yeah, but he's had a lot of crazy homophobic stuff he said. But we saw him one night and then the next night he died. I was like, what the hell? It hurts. It does hurt. You know, it does hurt. I can already tell you when I thought Brett died when he got into his accident, I thought he died. That Bret Hart is my favorite wrestler of all time, and I've gotten to meet Bret Hart. Love the dude, and if he died tomorrow, oh my God, I'd be heartbroken. He gave me his glasses when I was younger, when I was like 11. He was in Madison Square Garden, 1992. He was still with the WWF or WWE at the time. And I was in the front row. My dad got us good seats. And I ran up there, Bret Hart doing his thing, coming out. And as soon as he came out, he took his gear off and getting ready for his match. Don't ask me who he was wrestling, but Bret has this thing where he go outside and he looks for a kid and he takes his glasses, pink glasses off, and he gives them to people, put them on him, and he give him five, and I got those glasses, and you know what happened? They got damaged because of my father. He stepped on them. There's a part of me that will never forgive my dad for that. But yeah, they do that. Eddie Guerrero, Scott. Oh God, Scott Hall. That hurt. The wrestlers hurt. Uh, Pinning down Spider-Man's voice down is tough. Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. It is really tough. It's very tough to pin down who is the definitive Spider-Man voice. But there've been a lot of good ones. Even the voice actor Yuri Lagalofa, I'm probably butchering his name. I apologize. Who voices him in the game? I love him as Spider-Man. He does a great job. You don't want to have Spider-Man sounding too young and not too old. He's supposed to me, he should sound right in the middle. Jerry Lee Lewis, thank you. Another wrestling legend, I miss Macho Man. Oh God, yes. Macho Man is another one. You know anything about Macho Man, Randy Savage? Yeah, sorry. The Last Warrior was on Raw. He looked sick. Yeah, like it feels like he did that when he was on Raw that last time and he cut that promo. It really looked like he held out just to do that, and then I don't know what it was. Even though the Beatles were before my time, they left such a huge. Yeah, the thing about it is, once again, who said that? Bill? Yeah, Bill. Like I said, growing up, my mom was a movie. I'm not just a movie, but a music lover. And growing up, she would have music from all eras playing. So that's how I got into a lot of music from the 60s and early 50s and the 70s, and of course I grew up in the 80s, so I was hearing all that stuff. So yeah, so like when I hear probably one of my favorite guitarists ripping, Jimi Hendrix, I'm down for that. Like put on some Jimmy and I'm hearing, I don't care what song it is, I'm hearing that. It don't matter. I'm loving it. Like when I hear like Hey Joe, I'm like, oh Jesus, that gets me. Two of my favorite guitarists are Jimi Hendrix, Carlos Santana. I love them, you know. So yeah, the Beatles. I know there's some people that feel like they're overrated, but they made good music. You sit down and listen to some of their music, and you're just like, nobody can tell me John Lennon's uh, his Imagine ain't just classic because it is. It's great. I can listen to John Lennon's Imagine, and I will cry. I will cry on that song. That song will get me to cry, big time. It will it will break my heart when Sting leaves this world. Which are we talking, wrestler Sting? Or are we talking musician Sting? What episode are you on now? Carolina, I am on the trial where Batman was being Batman was on trial for the the villains had taken over Arkham, and this DA, the new DA, has been basically trying to rid. She basically saying like she doesn't want Batman around, and right now is realize there are the things you do, but she's still going to work to a Gotham that doesn't need Batman, and he says, "Me too." So it was a good episode because she got Batman off basically. Even the jury that were all full of villains even said, "Yeah, you're not guilty," because at the end of the day, we all messed up our own lives. We would have all ended up the same way we did. You know, all we all would have ended up the same way. You know, we messed up our own lives. So yeah, it's interesting. What's going on? I just saw something about Ezra Miller. You know why when he says "stop breaking the log" is my favorite part. Liar, liar, it mommy of Ezra Miller. It's a mommy of. Okay. It will break my heart when Sting. Okay, I just read that. Can Kyle Rayner beat Bellows? I don't think so. No. Jimmy was out of his world. The only thing who ever came close to being like Jimi Hendrix was Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray Vaughan, yeah. Uh, Wrestler. Who's another performer or actor you will it will break your heart when they miss? Stevie Wonder. When Stevie passed, that's gonna break my heart. That's gonna break my heart because I love Stevie. I love Stevie Wonder. When you know when I hear actors or musicians are having health scares, I remember like Tina Turner was having the health scare. I was like, oh, I when I see that, I'm like, oh, it's coming, it's coming. So stuff like that, yeah, they hurts. It does hurt. Oh, you talk about the wrestler? Yeah, I had a chance to meet Sting, and but um, I missed that opportunity. Just when I was about to meet him, he left. I was a little hurt by that. I hate Hot Rod and Damian Wayne, but I hate Hot Rod that more. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I hate Hot Rod too. Oh, you talking about Hot Rod from Transformers? Yeah, fuck him. Another one that's hurt is Ozzy. Yeah, Ozzy's gonna hurt. Ozzy will definitely hurt. Yo, Chris, have you read the DC webtoon Batman Family Adventures? It's great. Oh, I gotta check that out. I've never heard of it. I gotta check it out. Let's see what else. Wayne Family Adventures is so wholesome. It okay. I'll check it out. I definitely gotta check it out. Uh, Definitely gotta check that out. I fully understand that guys like Ozzy are not gonna live forever since they lived pretty hard, but it hurts nonetheless. Exactly. You look at a lot. It doesn't matter if they're musicians or actors or professional wrestlers. A lot of them in their early days they went hard. Rock stars went hard. Somebody had brought up a question one time to me. Um, like, how come you don't see more rappers in the kind of echelons of rock stars? And I even said, I said, probably it's mainly because of the lifestyle. The lifestyle. I mean, we just lost. one of members of Migos to senseless violence is ridiculous. I couldn't believe that. I was like, what? Like, so young. It's ridiculous. These rockers do go hard. So, and I know a lot of them can tell stories of the groupies. Some of them get over drug addictions, and yeah, it hurts. Like stuff like that. Like Lemmy passing away. Lemmy, yeah, Lemmy. Lemmy's another one. It's a slice of life comedic starring the Batman. I gotta check this out. That hurt. I mean, I love it when Batman stories are wholesome. When Lemmy passed, it didn't really click to me until I realized I really got into Motorhead, and now it hurts. I see. The first time, Ra's al Ghul is back. Oh, we got bit by a snake. Uh, what was I saying? Oh, yes. Lemmy. A lot of people probably didn't get into Motorhead until till Triple H started using them in like his theme song. And I could tell you that right now. There's probably a lot of people that didn't get into Motorhead until they heard Lemmy singing Triple H's theme song. Time to play the game. And that was then people started really. One of my favorite lines, or I should say, interviews from Lemmy is where he's reading a fan's letter, and Lemmy is this fan is black, and Lemmy is straight legit real with him about it. He was like, what do I tell? How do I? The guy said it, and I forgot what he said. But he says something about like, how do I get around, telling my family, friends, that listen to rock and not them because even though I'm black. And he said, fuck them. He literally said that. I was like, okay, yeah, he's real, because I'm kind of like that. My brother and I are kind of like in that same kind. There are not a lot of people in our family that listen to rock, and when I poke up my iTunes, they people see just the mixture of music on there, just like, Chris, you listen to rock? I'm like, yeah, like, you know, you don't stereotype yourself just because I'm this doesn't mean I just listen to rap or R&B or stuff or jazz or anything like that. No, I like rock. I'm a diehard Metallica fan. I will crank Metallica up. I will crank up. I will crank up Disturbed, especially when I'm exercising. I crank up like Indestructible. That just cranks me up, and I'm getting, and I'll start cracking down on the push-ups and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like rock. You rock is great. Just do you think Batman listens to rock? I don't think. I I don't know what Batman would listen to type of music. I don't think he would be rock though. That's more like Damien or Jason. What is you're on the episode Avatar, aren't you? How'd you know? I'm on. Yeah, I am on Avatar now. I'm on Avatar right now. Yep. I love rock music too. Okay. I did like Talia in the old series. She was good. She didn't feel like a puppet too much. You can tell that maybe Bruce did like her, and she did like Bruce. But later on, I'm not a big fan of Talia as of late. It's just like, it's just like Talia just. just something about Taya now. Like it just doesn't click with me anymore like it used to. It's just like you're a bitch now. It's like you can understand where Damien gets his personality from. You stuck up bitch. Rocking are my jams, yeah. How powerful is the Monkey King? He's a god, so he's very powerful. He's a god. Um, so yeah, guys, we're gonna end it here. I wanna appreciate everybody coming out, hanging out with me while we talk Kevin Conroy and stuff like that. Uh, I just want to say once again, Kevin, Mr. Conroy will be missed very much. He touched a whole generation of people. It's been fun. Thank you very much, Bill. I appreciate it. He touched a whole lot of people, and I'm going to continue to watch my Batman as this stream goes off. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. I will be back again for one more Q&A, probably after Thanksgiving or so, to wrap up uh, the two Q and A's for the month. But to the Kevin Conroy's family and to everybody, you will be missed, sir. I'm gonna miss you. I did shed some tears earlier this week. Not crying as much as I was before. But it comes and goes. But I just, it's gonna be hard to not hear Kevin Conroy's voice in anything new of Batman. It really is. It really is. And thank you for everybody who gave their comments on when you met him. I wish I could have met him, but I didn't. And thank you guys. I appreciate it. So, with that being said, you guys take care. Stay tuned. Keep it real. I put up a new post, a new video today. Um, it's a video uh, about Audrey Plaza. She's been casted in Agatha Covenant of Chaos, and I give you 8 characters I could see her playing in the series because it has been announced she is going to be in the series and she is playing a villain. I advise you guys to check it out. But other than that, you guys take care. I will see you guys next time. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is just right around the corner. It's crazy. And yeah.